Don't miss any content. Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell.
Come back to the channel. The Afcon 2019 draw is over. We now know the various groups. Let's go have a look at how it all went down.
Good, thank you, gentlemen. Now it's time to explain the draw procedure which was proposed by the Afcon committee and then on the 11th of April approved by the CAF executive committee. The draw procedure is very simple yet exciting. We have 4 pots, as you see here, 1, 2, 3 and 4. And it had been determined to use in the official ranking of FIFA pot 1 with the team seeded in the first level. You have Egypt, who will be automatically on A1 because they are the host. And then you have the former trophy winner, Cameroon, as well. And then Morocco, Nigeria, Senegal and Tunisia, all in pot 1. The pot beside, we have the teams seeded in level 2, Algeria, La Côte d'Ivoire, RD Congo, Ghana, Guinea, and Mali. And the next pot, both teams seeded in level 3, with Benin, Kenya, Mauritania, Madagascar, South Africa, and Uganda. And finally, in the last spot, we have Angola, Burundi, Guinea-Bissau, Namibia, Tanzania, and Zimbabwe. And the ranking was, the latest ranking of FIFA came out on the 4th of April, and according to that, the teams are seeded. We'll start by pot 4. The first ball drawn will automatically go to Group A4. And then we start with position B4, and the second ball goes to Group C, position C4, and so on, until we draw all the teams of this level. After pot 4, we will draw the teams of pot 3, with the first team going to position A3, and so on and so forth. After pot 3, we will draw the teams of pot 2, and then the teams of pot 1, with Egypt, the host, already in position A1, as I mentioned earlier. Mustafa, ready? Please do me a favor. Mix very, very well. Zimbabwe Warriors. The Warriors fought their way to claim their ticket and qualified for the second time on the bounce. Zimbabwe marked their debut in 2004 in Tunisia. So the opening match already will be between Egypt and Zimbabwe. The next one, please. Burundi, Les Hirondelles. After a 42-year journey which started in 1976, Burundi finally arrived at the promised land in 2019 for their first qualification ever. Yes, well. Tanzania, the Taifa Stars. After the maiden outing in 1980, it took 39 years for Tanzania to return to the flagship Continental Football Championship. Now we come to D4. Namibia, the Brave Warriors. It was bittersweet feeling as the Brave Warriors defied the odds to reach the third finals, while grieving a 4-1 loss to Zambia in Lusaka on the final day. The sorrows were short-lived. Now, E4.
Angola.
Las Palanca Negras. The Palanca Negras are back in the finals for the first time since 2013. They made their debut in 1996 edition, hosted in South Africa. Group E, Angola, E4.
Guinea-Bissau.
Guinea-Bissau's Jotos. Guinea-Bissau made their debut in 2017 in Gabon after several unsuccessful attempts. They confirmed their status as a rising force in African football with successive qualification, topping the group along the road. Okay, that was it for you, Mr. Mustafa Haji. Now over to you, Alhaji Juf. Mix it very well, please. Uganda, better known as the Cranes, high-flying Uganda continues to soar, having qualified for back-to-back finals. The Cranes were losing finalists in 1978 after host Ghana edged them 2-0 in the decisive match. Madagascar were the first team to qualify, and for the first time doing so with 2 matches to spare after a lone goal victory over Equatorial Guinea last October in Antananarivo. Group B, Burundi and Madagascar. Kenya, Harambee Stars. The Harambee Stars are back at the finals after 15 years, missing out on 7 editions in the process.
South Africa.
Bafana, South Africa were the last team to book the ticket to Egypt after a 2-1 away win over Libya in Sfax, Tunisia. Very good, huh?
La Mauritanie.
Mauritania, also the first qualification ever. New kids on the blocks. Mauritania have seen the steady rise, rewarded with the debut qualification to the final tournament of the flagship African football tournament. The last but not least.
Never know.
Never know, huh?
Benin.
Les Écureuils, for the first time in 9 years, Benin are back at the finals for the 4th overall. In the last match against Togo, they won and qualified. Benin, Guinea-Bissau. Now we move to pot number 2, Mr. Ahmed Hassan.
لازم هجيب حد يبقى تقيل عشان ما يقولوش بس ان احنا مظبطين. كونغو.
Dear Congo are through to the finals for the 4th time in a row. one of their longest spells in recent times, champions in 1968 and 1974. The Leopards also finished third in 1998. Wow. Egypt, DR Congo, Uganda, and Zimbabwe. Over to you, Ahmed Hassan.
كده نفتح براحتنا بقى خلاص مفيش مشكلة.
Guinea, Silly National. Guinea finished second in 1976, the best outing in the history of the Biennial Championship. The Sillies are back at the finals after missing out on the last edition in 2017 in Gabon. Algeria, Les Fenech. It is the fourth successive time that Les Fenech have qualified for the finals, dating back in 2013.
Côte d'Ivoire.
La Côte d'Ivoire, Les Éléphants. The West Africans have two titles next to their name in 1992 and 2015 from their 22 previous appearances. Côte d'Ivoire, South Africa, and Namibia in Group D. Mali. And for two, Mali, the Zegel, have been a constant force at the final tournament since 2008, winning bronze in 2012 and 2013. Ghana, better known as the Black Stars. Ghana's Black Stars are through to the finals for the 8th time in a row, qualifying for every edition since 2006. Ghana, Benin, and Guinea-Bissau. Thank you very much, Captain Ahmed Hassan. And now over to you, Mr. Yaya Toure. Mix it well. I can see exciting faces. Very mysterious. Nigeria, Super Eagles. The Super Eagles are back at the finals after missing out on the last two editions in 2015 and 2017. Nigeria, Guinea, Madagascar, and Burundi. Senegal, Teranga Lions. The Teranga Lions amazed the most points in the qualifier. 16 points, and Senegal made their bow in 1965, the highlight of their participation being the runners-up spot in 2002. Senegal, Algeria, Kenya, and Tanzania in Group C. Ooh la la. Sorry. No problem. Didn't go to the gym this morning. Morocco, champions in 1976. Morocco will be making yet another shot at the ultimate after unsuccessful spells in recent time. Morocco, La Côte d'Ivoire, South Africa, and Namibia. Mr. Yaya Toure.
Ready, Mlaji.
Tunisia has an enviable record of qualifying for every final tournament since 1994, 13 finals in the process. The best record was winning the title on home soil in 2004. Tunisia, Mali, Mauritania, and Angola. Very strong group. Now, the last but not least, Cameroon, les indomitable Lions. Cameroon shocked the entire continent to win their 5th title at the last edition in Gabon in 2017. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is done. Now we have all the groups present. Let's see Group A, Egypt, DR Congo, Uganda, and Zimbabwe. Mustafa, qu'est-ce qu'on pense de cette groupe?
Je pense que l'Égypte a déjà une opportunité de pouvoir se qualifier. Ils sont à la maison. Donc avec le Congo, c'est largement à la portée de l'Égypte. Et encore une fois, si les équipes ils sont qualifiées, s'ils sont là, c'est qu'il y a du talent. Et je pense que c'est un groupe qui peut être aussi. Mais l'Égypte, largement, je pense.
Okay, Mustafa says that Egypt will go through, and then we have DR Congo, Ghana, and Zimbabwe. It's a strong group. And then we move on to Group B, Nigeria, Guinea, Madagascar, and Burundi. El Hadji Diouf.
Je crois que le Nigeria va être favori, ce qui est normal. Et après, il y aura les outsiders, comme la Guinée a une très bonne équipe aussi. Il ne faut pas l'oublier, avec des jeunes qui jouent un peu partout. Et ils ont un championnat qui est très riche. Et on voit le travail du président de la fédération guinéenne qui a fait un boulot extraordinaire. Maintenant, Madagascar et Burundi, j'aimerais bien être à leur place parce que vous savez bien que quand on part en tant qu'outsider, c'est plus facile parce qu'on n'a plus rien à perdre, on a tout à gagner. Et je crois qu'ils n'ont pas dit leur dernier mot. Et ça va être un groupe qui va se jouer jusqu'au bout, jusqu'à la fin.
Groupe C, je reviens vers toi encore. Sénégal, Algérie, Kenya et Tanzania.
Oui, normalement le Sénégal est l'équipe le favori. Parce que le Sénégal est premier en Afrique. Le Sénégal a fait un parcours extraordinaire. Mais maintenant, on joue contre une institution aussi. On va jouer contre une institution du football, l'Algérie. Les Kenyans, je les ai vus jouer. C'est une équipe qui lâche rien. La Tanzania, l'outsider, qui ne va pas dire son dernier mot, qui a envie de faire une bonne prestation à la Coupe d'Afrique. Ça va être un groupe, moi je crois que c'est un groupe très difficile. C'est un groupe très difficile. L'équipe qui sera mieux concentrée et l'équipe qui sera au niveau le jour J le remportera.
C'est un groupe très équilibré. Merci Al-Hadji. Groupe D, Maroc, la Côte d'Ivoire, South Africa et Namibia. Ahmed Hassan, what are your expectations out of this group?
يعني أنا شايف طبعا بالنسبة المغرب، كوت ديفوار، ساوث أفريقيا وناميبيا، يعني جروب صعب طبعا، مجموعة صعبة فيها فرق كبيرة عندها تاريخ كبير، المغرب، كوت ديفوار، وأكيد كمان جنوب أفريقيا. فأعتقد إنها المجموعة هي الأصعب في حوالي 6 مجموعات.
Thank you, Ahmed Hassan. Then we move on to Group B. Tunisia, Mali, Mauritania, and Angola. Yeah,
I think it's quite a good group, normal. Tunisia is a good team, good country. Mali always been there in Cup of Nations, and I think for me it's quite normal group, you know. I think Tunisia and Mali can go through, but I respect Angola as well, you know, the great country of football. But I think this group I think Tunisia and Mali can make it, I think.
And don't forget that the best 10th position teams can also go through.
Yeah.
Now we have Group F, Cameroon, Ghana, Benin, and Guinea-Bissau.
Yeah, I think this is quite strong group, you know, Cameroon, Ghana, and Benin, Guinea-Bissau as well. Oh yeah, of course I'm not a good fan of Cameroon, but I think I have to be honest, Cameroon has a strong side and, you know, they're playing very well. They have my big brother in there, Sidolf is the manager now. And I think they can make it as well. Ghana as well, even have a little thinking about Benin. But it's quite a strong group, I think, to be honest, you know. I think it's going to be decisive. And for my opinion, I think the best three can come from there, you know what I mean? But let's see.
Thank you very much, Yaya. Thank you very much, Ahmed Hassan. Thank you very much, Alhaji Juf. Thank you very much, Mr. Mustafa Haji. Rendezvous, like we say, is on the 21st of June at 10 o'clock, the opening match between Egypt and Zimbabwe. A round of applause for the legends here, please.
Thank you.
This was the draw for the 32nd edition of the Total Africa Cup of Nations. The first big African Cup with 24 teams and 6 venues. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of President Ahmad, I would like to thank you for being here, for witnessing the draw, and I wish you a safe journey back home to your various destinations. And once again, congratulations to all the teams who are present here. Assalamu alaikum.
Professionals, and when it comes to their work, you know, the concentration is what they need to give up. So I believe that it's not going to have too much effect on us. We'll come out there and give out the best that we can.
All right, I know this is something that most people will wonder why I'm asking, but Asamoah Gyan, he was such an exciting player, so explosive. Do you think maybe he still has a chance?
He's part of the players that I'm monitoring at the moment. You know, he had an injury, but we're still monitoring the injury. And since it's a Ghanaian, what I've said is every Ghanaian has got a chance. You know, so you never know.
So which group excites you the most in all the groups, the 6 groups?
I think the group of Morocco.
Yeah, that's Morocco, South Africa, Cote d'Ivoire, and I think Namibia.
Yeah, I think that group looks a bit tricky, and that's what I can say.
And if you're going to pick out, because it's what we call the group of death and it's in Group D, if we're going to pick out the 2 teams that will make it from there, which teams do you pick?
To be difficult, actually. I think the 3 of them, you know, Morocco, Cote d'Ivoire, and South Africa, you know, 2 of them will go through.
All right, Coach, thank you very much.